Hello, good people. Welcome to Life Grid 360. All life stories unscripted and real. Now, today I want to give you a tragedy. A tragedy is a story with a sad ending. You'll get the moral lessons of the story. So, back in around 2019, there was a certain guy who fell in love with a lady. So when they fell in love, this guy was so much in love with this lady. So this guy introduced the lady to the family, and his mother, who is also a single mother, was not happy with the girlfriend of his son. So he declined. He declined the relationship. So this lady also didn't want to leave his boy. So he convinced this boy. They purchased a piece of land at their home area. That is the side of the lady now, the home area of the lady. But now this guy did not have money that he can use to purchase that piece of land so that they can build and settle there. So what this guy did, he thought of selling his ancestral land that he had inherited from the mother, so that he can use that money to purchase the piece of land that the girl wanted so that they can settle there. So when this boy told his mother about his plan to sell his land, the mother also declined and told him that you cannot sell this land, this inheritance. So now this boy was left in a dilemma between his mother and the wife to be. So this boy thought of a plan, and guess what? This plan was all about killing the mother. So this boy planned on how he'll kill the mother without the knowledge of the girlfriend and anybody else. So he planned some sort of a robbery scenario whereby he would be the robber, so that when the mother is dead, the story will be that the mother was killed by robbers. So this boy staged a well-planned robbery attack to attack his own mother because of a girlfriend. So this boy planned himself so nicely that even the mother was not able to detect that his own son was killing him, or killing her, sorry. So this boy articulated his master plan so nicely, even the girlfriend never knew of anything. And after that, the boy disappeared. Only that by good luck, or by bad luck, in whichever case, the mother had shared the disagreements she had with her son to the family members. So when the mother was killed, the family members suspected that the son had undertaken the killing. So what they did, they gave the information to the police. The boy was arrested. He was taken to court. Now this is around 2020 when COVID had come. So when the boy was taken to court, it took a few days, and he was able to secure a bond. So this boy was released on a bond. All this time, his girlfriend is not aware that there's a case that's going on, but she is aware the mother died. So now they are she's happy, they are trying to plan their purchase of a land, because they have a way to sell the other land now, so that they can get money to purchase the new land. So what really happened is that the boy managed to sell the land, and when he sold the land, he had money, and one of his friends approached him and told him that now that you have money, I can assist you, and we can see how we can at least weaken this case at the court. Now that your mother is dead, and there was no witness who was at the place during the killing. So this young man was convinced that when he gives out the money, cards will be played in a nice way to favor him. But he didn't want the girlfriend to know that there was something that was happening. So all this time, this girl never knew there was anything to do with the court case involving her husband to be. So this guy continued attending court during that COVID time, whereby he was attending a virtual courts in one of the prisons within the country. He kept on attending his mentions and hearing. Then came the judgment day, and he had been convinced by his broker that you will not be jailed, you will be acquitted. And this guy had a lot of confidence that he will be acquitted, so he never bothered to tell his girlfriend. So now the boy was accompanied by his grandmother to the hearing, to the judgment, that is, to the judgment day. So he was so convinced and so comfortable that the judgment would favor him. But unfortunately, the judge sentenced the young man to life imprisonment for the case of murder. This boy did not believe what he heard from the judge. He got confused. The grandmother is not aware because she's an old woman who is not conversant with the literacy levels of court, so she never understood what was happening. She only realized that there was something wrong when she noticed that her grandchild was crying. So this guy had to be convinced by the authorities and the court that everything will be well, there's no problem, there's an appeal, you can still appeal and to be released, or even you can appeal and maybe the judgment be washed away. So this guy got convinced that there would be another chance. Unfortunately, he was sentenced for life imprisonment and he was taken to a maximum prison. So what followed was that this guy was so jealous about the girlfriend. So he called the girlfriend and informed her to come to the facility to collect his ID card, his wallet, and some amount of money that he had in possession. So what happened? The girl was surprised. What are you doing in a prison facility? So this guy had to confess now that I had a case in court concerning the death of my mother, and this case has sentenced me to life imprisonment. So the girl was shocked, but she came. She collected the ID card and the money and the wallet, and she left. So during the engagements while in prison, this young man, when sharing stories with his fellow inmates, they questioned him on how silly were you to kill your own mother just because of a woman that you met, and you're not even sure that you shall coexist peacefully together. So they challenged the guy, just go and make a call now that you are in prison. Go make a call to that lady, and you will see whether you'll not find that lady with another man. So unfortunately, this guy made a call to a sweetheart. What happened is that call was received by a gentleman, something that really broke that man. It really broke that man. So he started contemplating suicide, whereby it is said that he attempted suicide twice unsuccessfully, but later he successfully managed to commit suicide because of the bitterness that he was placed in prison because of killing the mother in favor of a girlfriend who later turns to another man and left him languishing in prison. So this is a life lesson whereby you need to understand You need to choose your priorities right. So if this man maybe would have listened to the mother, he would never have found himself in prison. It's a sad story, but a true story. It's a true story. Thank you for your time. Kindly subscribe to my channel, like and share. Life Grid 360, whole life stories, unscripted and real. Thank you.